With Candyland's recent announcement, we look to unravel the dark mysteries that haunt what was once the sweetest place on Earth. In this game, we return to this once loved amusement park to relive our childhood memories, only to find ourselves trapped in a terrifying game of survival. Who are we running from? Well, not who, but what? The once friendly animatronics that still stalk this abandoned park, of course. So, what are these animatronics? Well, this isn't the typical haunting we are familiar with. An evil, corrupted virus has taken over these animatronics, which has caused them to act out, attacking the park guests, giving Candyland no option but to close down for good. So who are these animatronics and how many are there? Well, the first one to mention is of course Susie Snacktime, the poster girl of the game. She loves flowers, dancing, and sugary snacks, but be careful as her motion detectors may confuse your fingers for lollipops. She has pigtail hair with classic candy cane colors and a small cake on top. She also has bright teal eyes with heart-shaped pupils. Her cheeks have what look to be a round piece of candy cane that are able to move on their own, as does the rest of the animatronics. She wears a multicolored pink outfit with a skirt and has a chest full of what could be round pieces of bubblegum. Her whole color scheme is different shades of pink and teal, as she resembles that of a candy cane. She also has the ability to wheel herself around instead of walking. This is interesting, as each animatronic might have their own way to move around quickly. Now, it's important to mention that not only Susie, but each animatronic's face consists of several separate plates that can move independently of each other, meaning they are able to open part of their face to expose the endoskeleton underneath. Why? Well, there might be a few different reasons. The first being it makes them more creepy, obviously, or it could be for better access to the endoskeleton to make repairs if needed. I've also seen it suggested that it's for better facial expressions, but if you look here at Susie, the way her face opens, it only exposes the endo, giving no addition to a facial expression. But maybe that's just how they design them, who knows. So who is she? In the horror short, She's Not So Innocent, we see Susie standing as a park guest comes up to her. She then hands him a lollipop. So considering we don't have much info about her at the time of making this video, we don't really know what her role is at the park yet. But we can assume she is there to maybe hand out candy to the guests and just be a happy face to look at. We then see Susie find a child behind some kind of curtain. When she asks the child if she's lost, her mouth cover falls off her face. Susie's eyes then start to flash red and then back to teal. As she's about to get her piece back, she sort of goes offline and powers down. This is the corrupted virus taking over her system. I go over what I think this is and how it happened in my previous Candyland video, but anyways, as she powers back on, she doesn't seem evil at first, telling the little girl to stay, as if she's telling her she doesn't need to run away or be scared. She then powers down again and her eyes turn off completely. Once she powers back on, her eyes are now red and she repeats "help me" over and over again. It's as if Susie knows something is wrong with her. She seems to be pleading for help as if she knows she is about to lose control of herself. This is interesting because this could mean if the virus is somehow reversed or erased, the animatronics could go back to normal. But regardless, I don't think Susie Snacktime is going to be bad in the game. I believe she is going to help us. Yes, in the short, her eyes are red, seemingly meaning she's evil, but at the end of the clip, even though her eyes are red, she doesn't attack the little girl while she's handing her the piece of her face that fell off. And in the announcement trailer, Susie's eyes are not red. So I believe she is going to help us escape the amusement park. Maybe the virus has somehow been removed from her, or something happened that reset her completely back to normal before the events of the game. I guess we'll just have to wait to play it to find out. Although an animatronic that will not be helping us is Mr. Smiles. I believe he will be the game's main antagonist. As we can see, he is a clown animatronic. I won't go too in depth about the rest of the animatronic's appearances, but he wears a jester hat and a clown outfit all in yellow and orange. He has green eyes, although when we see him, they are red. He has a red clown nose and also has a moving candy cane piece on his cheeks. Just like Susie, he has what looks to be gumballs in his chest and wears oversized clown shoes. Like I mentioned before, he is able to open his mouth, exposing the endoskeleton underneath. So, who is he? Well, he is known to be the mischievous trickster of the Candyland park. With extendable joints, he is able to reach anywhere, and no matter the situation, he will always wear a smile. So we can see Mr. Smiles holding a microphone behind Susie in her short that I had mentioned before. So maybe he is known for being vocal and can entertain by singing to or with the park guests. Or maybe, considering he's a trickster, he will perform acts to entertain the park goers. But clearly that's just at the surface level, because when the virus overtakes him, he seems to be very malevolent, even trying to lure us into the shadows with candy, as seen in the announcement video. He seems to be almost stalking us, only seeing him briefly through the trailer. So we can assume he will be the main character chasing us throughout the Candyland amusement park, or at least one of the main villains that we will encounter. Considering he is able to extend his arms, it seems he will be able to maneuver around and attack us from a long distance. So it will be important to stay as far away from him as we can. But unfortunately, Mr. Smiles does not have his own horror short, at least not yet. So we really don't have much to go on, but I'm excited to learn more about him. But another animatronic that does have a horror short is Candy Kangaroo. It is said that he is the face of Candyland. In other words, he is the headman. He is programmed to entertain and keep the guests safe. He, of course, is an animatronic kangaroo. We can see he wears a candy cane colored top hat, has orange eyes, and wields a cane. He also wears a formal blue suit with candy cane accent colors. And of course, his face opens, revealing his endoskeleton underneath. In the short, First Corruption, Candy Kangaroo is seen presenting on stage. He then goes back to a charging station slash updating station. This must be where all the animatronics go to charge themselves or just get a software update. But I won't get too much into what happens in the short, you should just go check it out yourself. Although at the end, we see the virus has taken over his body, considering his glowing red eyes. So who is Candy Kangaroo? Well, like I said, he is the face of the park. We can assume he is the show opener, meaning he sort of runs the entertainment shows that the animatronics put on for the guests, introducing the others and whatnot. He will most likely be another enemy that we will run into while we're there. I also believe that his cane could be used as a weapon against us, but we'll have to wait and see. Considering at the end of the short, like I had said, his eyes turn red, so we don't get to see what really happened next for him. The last animatronic we've seen so far is Tuki Tucan, the magician of Candyland. He is a mostly purple bird that wears a top hat and a magician's suit. He of course has mostly the same features as the others, with the gumballs in his chest and faceplates that open. He loves making frosties and performing at his show, but please keep your distance while his wings are activated. This could mean that his wings are going to be how he can either move quickly or attack us. As seen in his horror short, he is very good at throwing cards, so we can assume this might also be how he could attack us. So regardless, we should keep our distance. Now in the short, all we see of him is his ability to throw the cards, so we don't really know what else he is known for other than putting on magician shows. But like I said, of course, he will be another villain that we encounter during the game. So I guess we'll have to wait until we get more information about him to really understand who he is. Now I'm thinking each area of the park will have its own evil animatronic that we will encounter. We will have to either escape from them or find a way to shut them down. And that's how we will progress through the game. Or I could be completely wrong and it's just a free-for-all. I guess we'll have to wait and see. So what do you guys think of these animatronics? Do you find them interesting or unique? Do you think that they will introduce more that we haven't seen yet? Let me know what you think in the comments. And if you like horror game content like this, please consider subscribing. Also, don't forget to follow my Twitter and TikTok at TerrifiedT. Thanks for watching.